man is back.
Oh, my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered.
This is your boy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. Back at it with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video for you guys. Yes. So, with everything out the way, we're going into looking back at the years 2019, looking back at the decade, looking forward to what's coming in 2020. I can get on with some of these topics again. Yay! So there are some topics from last year that I still want to cover, like the Colin Kaepernick scenario, and I believe something about Google Stadia, and there's a few other things I don't remember off the top of my head. But the leading topic that I do want to talk about involves the Houston Astros. So, for those of you who don't know, let me explain to you what's going on with this team. So this is a baseball team, Major League Baseball we're talking here. So going back in 2017, the Houston Astros won the World Series, which is pretty big. This is a big deal right here. And I will admit, I was rooting for them to win because Justin Verlander was a part of that squad, and you know, that's that Detroit Tigers connection right there. So there's that. And then, yeah, so they won the World Series. They first beat the Yankees in the ALCS, and then they went on to the World Series and beat the Dodgers. Now, in 2018, the Boston Red Sox won the World Series, which is something I was not thrilled at. I was not thrilled about that at all. None whatsoever. Well, what if I told you that those two World Series were basically shouldn't have happened? They shouldn't have happened like that. In other words, Houston should have won the World Series. Some might say that the Houston Astros should not even be in the World Series in 2017. And the Boston Red Sox shouldn't have won the World Series 2018. Now, you're probably going, what are you talking about? Well, here's the deal. We got the Houston Astros sign stealing scandal. Yes, scandal. Now we're talking. So let me explain to you what's going on here. So basically, members of the Houston Astros team were stealing signs from the opposing teams, in this case, the Yankees and the Dodgers at the very least, using technology which is in violation of Major League Baseball's rules. And this was going on in 2017 and in 2018. So the story was originally reported by journalist Ken Rosenthal, and even, I'm not going to pronounce his last name. So basically, those two journalists reported this in The Athletic in November 2019. Mike Fears, who was a pitcher that played for the Astros in 2017, told The Athletic that the Astros was using, and here's what I mean by using technology. They were using a video camera in center field to steal opposing team signs. So for those of you who don't know who are not familiar with baseball, let me explain to you real quick. All right, so you have the pitcher who pitches the ball. Now you got the catcher who catches the ball. And the objective here is for the pitcher to either strike the batter out or make the batter hit the ball in a way where either it would be caught immediately or they could throw him out at first base or whatever the case may be. Now, before every pitch is thrown, the catcher does something with his hands that only the pitcher can see. So basically creating, you know how like with your hands you do game signs or whatever the case may be? It's similar to that. So basically, if you do a certain hand movement with your fingers and your hands at a hole, basically the catcher saying, yo, throws a fastball inside corner pocket, you know, something like that. And the pitcher would say, okay, I'll do that, or no, I'll pick another pitch. So basically, when they say the signs, that's what we're talking about here. The catcher doing something with their fingers that only the pitcher can see, and basically translation, throw a curveball, throw a fastball, throw a slow ball, wherever the case may be, and throw it at this spot, throw it at that corner, throw it at inside, the outside, you know, whatever. So that's basically what that is. The story led to a wide-ranging investigation by Major League Baseball, the results of which were released this month, actually. The investigation confirmed that the Astros illegally used a camera system to steal signs during the 2017 regular season and postseason, during which they won the World Series, as well as in part of the 2018 season. MLB found no evidence of, illegal sign stealing in the 2019 season. in which the Astros advanced to the World Series, but they lost. I forgot who they lost to. I think they lost to the Dodgers, maybe says it correctly. Now check this out. Here's the results of this. Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of things that happen as a result of this. So basically, here's what MLB did. The Astros were fined $5 million and forfeited their first and second round picks in the 2020, which is this year, and the 2021 drafts. And also, General Manager Jeff Longnow and Field Manager AJ Hinch were suspended for the entire 2020 season for failing to prevent the rules violations. Well, the owner of the Astros said, you know what? Screw that crap. I'm going to fire both of them. So the day that he found out both of them were suspended, he said, screw that noise. I'm about to fire them. And that's what he did. Same day that they got suspended by MLB. The owner of the team said, nope, I'm firing them. Oh, we ain't done yet. MLB's investigation also determined that Boston Red Sox manager Alex Cora helped mastermind the Astros sign stealing while serving as Hinch's bench coach in 2017. So this is where the whole Boston Red Sox 2018 thing comes to play. Because remember, in 2017, Alex Cora was the bench coach for the Astros in 2017, and he helped mastermind the whole scandal. And then he became the manager or the head coach of the Boston Red Sox the following year, and they won the World Series. So who to say he was doing the same thing there? Now, Cora was successfully dismissed by Boston the following day. Oh, we ain't done yet. Carlos Beltran, who was hired to manage the New York Nets in November of 2019. So we're talking 2 months ago, folks. And was the only player from the 2017 Houston Astros squad who was specifically named in the report. He was also dismissed by the Mets the same week. So, and check this out. The sanctions were the most severe that MLB have ever issued against a member club and are amongst the most severe sanctions for in-game misconduct in baseball history. So, what do I think about this? I will admit, this kind of hurts. This kind of hurts because, like I said, I was rooting for this squad in 2017. So once I saw who was in the playoffs, I was either rooting for the Astros or the Yankees. I always liked the Yankees. If it wasn't the Tigers that made it to the playoffs or were going to the World Series rather, I'm rooting for the Yankees because I despise Boston, the Red Sox. I always despise the Red Sox. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with their biggest rival, which are the New York Yankees. So, and again, like I said, the only reason why I like Houston that year more so than the Yankees is because Houston had Justin Verlander, who was a former Detroit Tigers pitcher, and he was one of the main reasons why our Tigers made it to the World Series a few years back. Unfortunately, we didn't win it, but we were close to some degree, and I think we made it to the World Series. I think twice in that span, wherever the case may be, I don't remember. But it sucks to hear this, and which brings me to this point. Do you think they should stop there? Do you think MLB should stop there? If you ask me, I say no, because here's how they were doing the sentinel stealing. So obviously they had the camera, and apparently I guess they were watching the camera from inside their dugout. And what they would do is bang on the trash can. I crap you not. They would bang on the trash can, and the players who were batting would hear this. And depending on how they would bang on the trash can, the batter would be like, okay, he about to throw a fastball inside, so let me swing the bat really early inside, and hopefully I can get a good hit. So there was that. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Internet sports personality John Boy published videos that appear to clearly show the trash can scheme. So yeah, there you go with that. So apparently there's videos of this out and about. Now where, I have no clue, and I'm not even gonna look for it, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. So what I'm getting at is this: the players knew about it. Obviously Carlo Beltran knew about it because his name was like specifically mentioned in the report, but it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him. Like a number of these players knew about this whole scandal. So I'm like, y'all should go after the players. Like flat out, y'all should go after the players. matter of fact, they should watch those videos and say, okay, let's see what happens with these players. Like if they hit the trash can and all of a sudden they get a hit immediately and they get on base or they get a home run, whatever the case may be, go after that player. Go after that player. And because they talk about this on First Take, which is the only reason why I heard about it. But they bring this up as well. And Stephen A brought this up as well. And and this is why I say they should go after the players. In college, obviously as a college athlete, and this is something that is so stupid, I still don't understand this rule. College athletes, not only do they not get paid, whereas everybody else in their mama do, to watch these guys play or in gals play and to broadcast their games and do all this other stuff. So basically, everybody making money off these college athletes, but the college athlete can't get none of that money, nor can they go out and make money off of themselves. So, and I'm getting off topic here. So it's one thing to say, oh yeah, they should not be paid by colleges, because like you can't just pay college football players and college basketball players, men, and ignore everybody else, because that's going to create an uproar. And you can't pay everybody because that's a lot of money that got to be given out. So I'm like, let them make money off themselves. What the big deal? Why they can't do that? And they talk about, oh, we need to maintain the amateurism, so it could be a good sport. I'm like, man, nobody cares about the amateurism. Who cares about that? Like, I'm not the type of person who said, oh man, who want to speak up for what the whole world thinks or whatever the case may be. But let me, like, real talk. Leave a comment if you care about amateurism in college sports. Like, if you're like a big college sports fan, whether it's football, basketball, whatever the case may be, do you really care about amateurism? But again, I'm getting off topic here. So the point is this. So like, if you break any of those rules, your trophy is removed, the team's banner, if you won a championship, is removed, and whatever the case may be. But yet, the pros don't do that to players who actually make money? Nah, bruh. Nah. Yeah, like, again, that's a lot of unfairness towards these college athletes in comparison to these pros athletes. Nah. So these players, they need to be questioned. They need to be fined. They need to be suspended, possibly kicked out of the league, whatever the case may be. So yeah, they need to go after the players. Now, I have not heard word on whether or not MLB would go after the players. And maybe because of the the Players Association, because, they got their union and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, MLB, they need to go after the players. Like, they need to go after the players. And this should not be the end of it. Because this is like the worst thing in recent memory involving baseball. Now, some people may say, well, what about the steroid eras when talking about Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa and, what's the name? Mark McGwire and all this other stuff. And my thing is, this is worse than that, because here's why. And then even this was worse than the Pete Rose gambling thing. That's worse than that. Because with the gambling thing, he's not affecting the outcome of a game. So the fact that he's like banned from baseball, banned from the Hall of Fame, even though he had a really good Hall of Fame career, to me that's blasphemous. And then you look at the likes of Barry Bonds, who was a dope baseball player before he took steroids. And the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame, to me, that's blasphemous too. But if you look at the whole steroids thing, yeah, if you like juice yourself to hit the ball further, but guess what? You still got to make contact with the bat. It's not like steroids make your back so big that you cannot miss. Like, no, that's not how steroids work. I'm not an expert, but I can use common sense to say, well, if you make contact with the ball, yeah, the ball will go further, but that's if and only if you make contact with the ball. Steroids do not give you, mind reading technology inside your head to say, oh, this pitcher about to throw an inside curveball. Thanks to steroids, I now determined that, and I'm going to aim the bat in that. No, that's not how steroids work. Like, you could juice yourself up, but if you don't hit the ball, guess what? You using steroids don't mean anything. It don't mean a damn thing. This is worse than that, because the batter knows what the pitcher is going to do. Oh, I'm getting a signal. He going to throw an outside fastball. Let me aim out there and get a good hit. I mean, it's like, come on. Now, granted, yes, they still have to make contact with the ball, but they know where the ball is going. So This is the worst scandal in recent memory. More so, this is way worse than the whole Pete Rose scenario. This is worse than this the steroid scandal. It's worse. It's really, really worse. And they should not stop with these managers. They should not stop with the general manager. They need to go after these players. And they should not stop with that one player. They should go after the majority of the players who took the plate as a batter. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.